In the animal world, it is always survival of the fittest. The big birds eat more than the small ones and even oppress them. Whenever feed is given to birds, the big ones will rush the food, while the small ones and weak ones will just wait until the big ones are satisfied before they eat. And most times, even with a full stomach, the big ones will chase the small ones away from the food. Obtaining even growth among all the birds can never be 100% possible. Some birds will always be bigger than others, and this can greatly affect the prices of the birds when it comes to sale. Buyers usually select bigger ones and undervalue the small ones. This is not healthy for the profit of the business. There is a process that we can use to control uneven growth in broilers, and that is by segregating them according to their weights. Hello guys, you're welcome to today's video. This is Oche from Broiler Farms, and if you are new to this channel, then you are welcome. I'm a broiler farmer in Port Harcourt, Nigeria, but I stay here in the Middle East. Okay, I've been running my farm remotely for some time now, and it has been a success. That is because from my previous experience as a broiler farmer, I implemented systems and work instructions and procedures on my farm that my workers follow strictly, and I get good feedback every day. I have records where they report everything and send to me every day. So it has been a success. So if you are new to this channel and that is what you want to do, you want to run your farms, even if you are not there, you want to have time for yourself and run your farm remotely, then this is the right channel for you. So don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to hit that notification icon so that whenever I release a video concerning the practices I do on my farm that will be helpful to you, you'll be the first to be notified. Then also my comment section is a very interactive area. Don't forget to leave comments, don't forget to request, don't forget to ask for any assistance in the comment section. I reply to all my comments. Okay, then also if you find this video helpful, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. So today we are going to talk about segregation of our broiler birds according to weight. It is very difficult to have a uniform weight across your flocks. Some will be overweight, some will be just the right weight, while some, in fact many of them, will be below the target weight. Okay, so it is very difficult. Now segregation is a way of improving this. What does segregation mean? It means you separate the birds according to the weight, right? So that the smaller ones will be put in a different cage, while the bigger ones and their like will be in another cage. Okay, that is why I designed my poultry cages to be in different partitions. Okay, so I have different partitions in my poultry cages so that I don't mix all of them together, and when it comes to time of segregation, it will be difficult for me, right? So I just did segregation on my farm, and I'm going to show you a video of the process. So I did it on week 5, and I asked the farm manager there, my workers there, to make a video of the process and send to me so I can show you guys how it is being done. But first of all, let me tell you the benefits of segregation. The number one benefit of segregation is it makes care for the birds easy. Okay, when you separate the birds, you separate the bigger ones from the smaller ones that are fragile. It makes care for the fragile ones easy. You'll be able to feed them more, give them more care, so that they will be able to grow well and meet the bigger ones. Okay, then the second benefit of this segregation is improvement in the uniformity of their growth, right? Because it is difficult for all the birds to have the strength to feed at once. The bigger ones will always want to push the smaller ones aside. Okay, so when you separate them, the smaller ones now have time and now have enough space to eat very well, and also they will add weight. Sometimes they can even catch up with the bigger ones. Then the third benefit is even distribution of the feed. Because the bigger ones are always overshadowing the smaller ones, there is no way that the smaller ones will take the required daily feed intake for them, right? If they are supposed to eat say 70 grams per day, because of the struggle they might end up eating maybe like 40 grams or even less than 40 grams. So they will not eat the required daily feed intake because of that struggle. So when you separate them, you have time to give them feed, and they have access to that feed, and they'll eat as they're supposed to eat. Then the fourth benefit of this segregation is it protects the smaller ones from bullying. Just like you have children in primary school bullying each other, it's also the same thing in the animal world. Sometimes you just see the birds relaxing. All of a sudden you see the bigger one chasing the smaller one for no reason. You're not feeding them, you're not giving them water to drink. The bigger one will just start chasing the smaller ones away. Okay, so if you segregate them, it's going to reduce such bullying. Then the fifth benefit, which is very important to me, and that is why I practice segregation very well, is during selling. It makes selling very, very easy. Okay, I remember when I first started out, I invited some of these abokis to come and get birds from my farm, and I was so worried because they have to enter inside to start selecting from the weight they want, selecting, and I was worried so that the ones that will be leaving behind, they will not spread disease to them. Okay, and I told the guy, let my worker go inside and pick for you. He said no, that he wants to hold them and pick them by himself. He doesn't even trust the scale we are using. So it was something serious. I was just lucky that it didn't take a long time after he left. I think 2 days after, another aboki came and bought everything. So it was easy for me. But the problem is, if I had separated them, it would have been easier. I will tell you, don't go to this cage. This cage is from 2 kg and above. So he knows that I am selling from 2 kg and above. Unless you want a smaller one, I'll take you to the cage that has smaller ones, right? So it makes the selling easy. Whenever you have people coming to your farm, you know that you are picking from the cage that has the bigger sizes. Okay, you're not going to start looking for big size all around the cages. So it makes selling easy. That is one of the major reasons why I segregate my birds. But I've also mentioned 4 benefits before. Those are also very important because the ones that I separated before 3 4 days, 5 days, you see that they start meeting up the weight and I start putting them inside the cage that has the bigger weight. So that is what I do on my farm, and I'm going to show you how they did it recently on my farm. So let's go to the video now. Okay, okay guys, this is the activity going on right now. I asked them to make a video and send to me. So you can see, okay, that's the farm manager. He's doing the counting himself. I think the poultry keeper is the one making the video. Okay, I intentionally leave the sound on so that you can hear the sounds of the bird. Sometimes I enjoy hearing the sound. Okay, you can see how he's dressed. This is one of the biosecurity measures I take on my farm. They follow it strictly. Okay, he's putting on a coverall. That coverall was from the former company where I was working. All the coverall I've had during the years, I just took them to the farm for them to use, and they washed it very well and disinfect it. You can see he's putting on a rain boot. Okay, that is a rubber boot, and he has hand gloves on before touching the birds. I make sure they follow this strictly, and you can see how clean the cage is. Okay, so they are doing a very good job. Okay, now so he's weighing them. I told you guys I have 3 cages. Okay, so the first cage, okay, let me start from the last cage. The last cage, I asked him to put the ones that are below 1.5 there. Then the second cage, I asked him to put the ones that are between 1.6 to 1.9 in the second cage. Okay, then the first cage, which is closer to the gate, which is closer to the entrance, I asked him to put 2 kg and above. So that is what he is doing right now. Okay, so you can see the process. If you have many birds, it's going to be quite stressful, but it is worth doing. Okay, you can hear what he said. He said that one is 2.1. So at 5 weeks, I'm having 2.1 kg on my farm. Okay, so that's just the process. He will do this from this cage and he will go to the second cage. he's having 2.2. That one he said 2.2. I don't know if you're hearing him very well. That's why I leave the sound on so you can hear for yourself. Did I hear 1.9 also? I don't know if I get this, if I got it clearly. So he'll continue like that for all the birds that I have on the farm. Okay. Okay guys, I think he's in another cage now. Okay, he said 1.9 for this one, so he's going to put it where it's supposed to be. 1.9, yeah, maybe that's the second cage, because the second cage is between 1.5, sorry, 1.6 to 1.9, while the first cage is 1.5 and below. .4, that one is pretty small. That is 1.4, so you cannot really avoid this, but in case wherever you are, if you are having uniform growth in your farm, then you should let us know in the comment section. There are people that are willing to learn from you, so just let us know. Sometimes you can have a lot of them that are almost the same weight, while sometimes the difference will be much. I don't know, sometimes they are like that. He's saying that one is 1.2, you can imagine, so they need to separate them so that those ones can eat very well too. Okay guys, the separation has been done, so you can see the first cage. This is how they are relaxed now. You can see that their feet are hanging up there, so that they will relax during this time of the day where the weather is hot. So this is the first cage, resting and enjoying themselves after the separation. So this is what they did. The first cage is 135, the second cage is 208, and the last cage is 142. That is after the segregation, but I think they are too much in the second cage, so no problem. I know within a very few days, maybe 2-3 days, they will be big and they'll start adding them to the first cage. I know a lot of them will meet that 2 kg within 3-4 days, because most of them are 1.9, 1.8, so they are going to move them over to the first cage again. Okay, so this is the second cage, and seriously, they are overcrowded here. I know from tomorrow, I mean the following day, I know they'll start moving them, some of them to the first cage. Even if they are 1.9, they can still move them to the first cage so that they can reduce this population here. Okay, I gave the instruction when this video came, so that is the second cage, and this is the third cage. You can see there are quite few here, so these are the ones that are below 1.5, but I was told that there's no one below 1.2. So if they take care of these ones very well, within 3, 4, 5 days, they will catch up with 1.7, 1.8 like that, and maybe probably within a week they will be going over the 2 kg mark, which I start selling my birds from 2 kg. So I will move them to the other cage. Okay, so guys, in case you've not subscribed to this channel, this is Broiler Farms, where I show you the practices I do on my farm, and that has helped me in my broiler business. Okay, so if you are new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to hit the notification icon so that you get notified whenever I release a new video from this channel. Then also the comment section has been very interactive. I thank you guys that have been commenting. Please, if you are new, don't forget to comment whatever you need. You can ask in the comment section, make a request, whatever you want, and I'm going to get right back at you. Okay, So also give me a like so that the YouTube algorithm can push this video further to other people that may need it. All right, so thank you guys for watching. This is Oche from Global Farms. Peace. I'm out.